Yeah, I mean, I thought given the fact that I got into the lineup today, I thought playing with Kampf and Gruden that today was, I actually thought we played really well, and we're on the same page a lot. I think we got some early chemistry going, and that certainly helped. The second goal I had, it was a great play by Gruden. He does all the work down below and just finds me just kind of hanging out. And I was lucky enough to put that one home. But yeah, all things considered, first game of the year for me, and first game of the year first win of the year for the team. So it's a good day, and look to build on it and improve next weekend. Yeah, that was huge. With a close game like that, they score, all of a sudden those next 5 minutes become huge, right? And for us to come back and get one in the next minute or two is absolutely massive. And I think it kind of killed Rochester's motivation. I think they got a little energy from their goal, and then for us to score that quickly kind of just shut it down, and then to get the empty netter, and we'll be happy with a win tonight. Yeah, he's our best player tonight for sure. I think as a team we came out a little slow in the first period, but luckily Dennis was he knew the game started at 4 today, and he was ready to go. And he kept us in it in the first period. I think we could have easily been down a few in the first period, and for him to keep us in it and for us to kind of keep building throughout the course of the 60 minutes, it was a good effort tonight, and plenty to work on, but good effort, and we'll look to get better moving forward.
We just talked about the first period, you were way outshot, and then when you got to the O-zone, there's lots of turnovers. What was it that brought in the confidence to turn the game around, turn it on its head, and just take over?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of getting to our game. I think we were a little – it's early in the year, right? It's the first weekend of the season. I think what we started to do better was starting to hold on pucks in the O-zone and to actually make them defend. I think you kind of mentioned it in the first period. It seemed like we were getting in the O-zone, but we were kind of just throwing a lot of things and kind of hoping that plays would work out. And as the game went on, I think we did a better job of forcing them to defend us in their zone, and we did a lot better job of defending them in our zone, and you saw us start to take over the game as it went on.
Your teammates praising you for the game that you had. What did you think was working well for you?
Say it again, sorry.
Your teammates praising you for your performance that you had.
It felt good. Other than the first period, I thought we played very solid game. So guys made it as easy as possible for me there and blocked a lot of shots too. It was a nice game, felt good.
Home opener, yesterday you guys dropped the game against Rochester. Was it a conversation in the locker room, or how important was it to get this win tonight against them?
It's only game 2, so but obviously you want to come back as soon as possible from a loss, and you want to get the first win out of the way. But we have a lot of vets in this team, so they spread a calmness in the group, I would say. So.
What did you like about how quickly they responded after that goal?
It was nice. Of course, it's always nice to respond quick. It's like it never happened. So we had a 2-goal lead, and they scored, and we still had a 2-goal lead. So yeah, it's easier to reset for sure.
You've talked a lot about, in the past 2 seasons, about working on explosiveness and turning that time down between puck tracking and physical movements. Tonight it looked like you were always in the right place at exactly the right time. How did you feel about your improvements in the past 2 years on that?
Yeah, I think it's more just where I position myself in the net, not so much explosive, but just trying to make simple reads and make it easy for myself, use my size.
Big win for you guys to get that home opener. I know we're only 2 games into the season, but how important was it for you guys to get this win tonight after dropping it against Rochester last night?
Well, it was especially important, especially how we played in the first period. It wasn't quite our template and how we want to play, but at the end of the day, those periods are going to happen. Kind of hoping they're not going to happen so soon in your home opener, but that's what we had, that bend don't break mentality. Dennis made some really big saves, and we started to get some momentum in the second period and played more to our identity we want it to be. So again, it's we like the result. Definitely got some room of improvement for sure.
shot selection or even shots on net, they had doubled your guys'. Hildeby really keeping the momentum in this game. What did you think of his performance today?
He was outstanding. The one thing is they did have a lot of shots, but I thought we did a pretty good job of clearing, making it. They had one or two, and we took away a lot of their backdoor options. And I thought we, for the most part, took away a lot of their grade A's. But he was really good. They were on top of us, and that's what you're going to need periods like that from your goaltender, because again, it's a long season, and he's a great goaltender.
Travis Boyd's debut as a Marlie, getting 2 goals. The second goal looked like he's playing a little bit of mini sticks off the knees. What did you think of his game tonight?
Well, he's a pro. I mean, he's won a Stanley Cup, and he's played 400 games in the National Hockey League. So, we're pretty fortunate to be able to, again, you don't like guys when they sit out, but when you have our numbers, we have no choice, especially when we have a vet issue. But he came in and provided what we needed, and provided a spark, got us going with a goal, and then scored another big one. So, he's a pro. He's good on the bench, and he can play in all situations. So he's going to be a key part of us moving forward.
When you look at Hildeby from when you first started to what you saw tonight, what do you see as his growth and improvement?
Well, I think just composure. I think he just looks very comfortable in net. It's comes over time and experience, and he looked poised. Sometimes I think when Dennis got a little bit of trouble early, he looked he's a little busy in net. I think he's really quieted his game down, and he didn't give anything. I liked his rebound control, just his consistency. Like, he practices like that all the time, and Hannu Toivonen does a great job with him as a goalie coach. And again, it's one game, but he's a really good goaltender.
From season to season, you're always going to get roster change in the AHL. That's how it works. But this is a particularly large shift in the players here coming and going. How do you integrate them? What do you work on first to integrate them into this team's culture and theirs?
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, again, we have a bunch of good guys in that locker room, and they understand what's going on. Usually it plays off. You don't want to wish on someone getting hurt in order for the numbers to drop. It'll take care of itself. We just have to be patient and understand we're all in it together. And again, no one's going to not like playing, but I hope they will understand. And we have to do our best to still have a standard and identity that we want to create. And again, all those guys are going to be there to support that.